We are recording now.
We have buttons hit
We
in
have
place.
We've done the thing. Emily's not fucked it up once again this time.
I'm gonna have content this time.
Yay!
Hi, and sadly, unlike Shakira, my hips do lie. Kira.
Oh no, I forgot. Hold on. I had one picked. What was I gonna do? Oh no. Oh no. Fire me out of a cannon and send me away. Emily.
And welcome back to Gremlins by Nature.
That fucked me up because I thought we were starting with, in my brain, I was like, oh, we're going to start with this other one. So I had my opener ready. And then I was like, wait, no, we're not doing that one. Anyway.
We're very prepared.
Oh, yeah, no. Part of me is like, yeah, we need to post behind the scenes stuff. No, we really shouldn't.
What behind the scenes?
I guess, yeah, there's not much. Whoops.
It's
Sorry, team.
It's great. We try.
Yeah, I still haven't added those videos we did of our shopping day the other day to the...
I forgot to send those to you.
Yeah.
We're fantastic.
We're wonderful at this. I mean, let's be honest, we mainly do it for ourselves anyway, so...
Yeah. It's for the vibes.
It's for the vibes. It's for the hangout.
Yeah.
Speaking of hangout, we went on an adventure a while ago.
November
that we're gonna talk about now. But what did we get up to, Kira?
we decided to go pole dancing.
Okay, so first of all, we decided to do a drop-in class,
Yes.
thinking that it was gonna be beginner level.
Because that's what I assume, like, drop-in means. You learn, like, some of, like, the fundamentals and, you know, that kind of shit. And
No, we were way over our heads.
yeah. We were a little late, too. So
Yeah, that didn't help.
I mean, we at least got, like, a little bit of stretching in before, like, we, like, started doing anything fantastical. So I'm gonna preface, like, all of this with, like, me and Emily had, like, talked about this, like, in the past of, like, wanting to try pole dancing at some point because it's just, like, a bucket list kind of thing. Like,
Yep.
It's same, like, how, like, I want to do aerial arts at one point because I'm stupid. I don't know.
I think that'd be fun too.
Right? We'll get some silks. Like, it'll be a fun time. Anyway.
I need to, like, up my arm strength game though because I don't trust myself to hold myself up.
You gotta start going to the gym with me again.
I'm sorry work has been shit, but yes.
No, it's okay. You don't have to apologize for work being shit. Like, I understand that you don't have as flexible a schedule as I do.
Yeah. No, I did miss it though. Like, I loved getting off kind of early and then just going to the gym and getting shit done. It was nice.
Yeah.
A wild Christopher appears. You're allowed to walk through. You don't have to sneak in your own home, sir.
No,
Okay.
you must be quiet at all times. How dare.
We don't want to hear you.
So we had, like, discussed it, and, like, Emily had, like, sent me, like, this, ad, for lack of better words, say about, like, a class that was happening at some point, and I was like, yeah, okay, maybe we'll do that. And then on a random Thursday while I was at work, I got, like, another, like, ad for it. I'm like, okay, why not?
We're feeling it today. Let's do it.
Like, Emily, what are you doing at, like, 6:30 tonight?
I was just, like, sitting in training, and I have a Fitbit, so it's not, like, a full smartwatch, so it doesn't actually, like, send me a whole lot, but it's, like, you got a notification from Kira. It's a photo. And it was just the eye emojis, and I was like, is there tea? What's happening? What's going on? And then it was like, how would you feel about this? And I was like, how would I feel about what? What is happening? And I got so confused. And then our lunch break hit, and I immediately whipped out my phone, and I, like, looked, and then I was like, pole dancing. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So, like, we, like, booked it and, like, got, like, everything and went, and it was fun. We like, showed up and we're like, first of all, like, the lighting was a vibe. Like
Yeah,
it was, like
the
very,
studio itself is very
it was
cool.
so nice. And then we had to actually use the pole.
Uh-oh. I knew going into this that pole dancing was going to require so much strength, because that's one of the things I admire about anybody that can do pole dancing.
100%.
Is like, you have to be so fucking strong to do that.
Anyone who says it isn't like a sport or like art or anything
I
needs
dare
to
you to
shut
go try
up.
to hold yourself on that pole for like a minute.
It's so hard.
It was wild. And like
this one girl, like, she was doing the absolute most. And I'm like,
oh my God, yeah,
effortlessly.
yeah.
And like, because she was like quite a bit taller than me, and she was wearing 8-inch heels while she was doing it. I was having trouble processing what was happening.
There was a lot of gay panic happening in that entire class.
Like, it was absolutely incredible, like, watching.
Oh my God, yeah. I could have just sat there and watched them the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, that was phenomenal.
Yeah. So, like, we were, like, doing, like, the, like, warm-up exercises.
Also, because we showed up late, they didn't have enough poles set up for everybody, so we were one short.
Yeah, so we, like, swapped.
Yeah.
In and out.
Yeah.
Which was fun. And, like, I knew it was going to take, like, a lot of arm strength, for sure.
Yeah. I had, like, parts in my shoulder and, like, my forearms, like, just from the tension of trying to hold myself up, were so sore. And, like, I've never had, like, just the front of my arm be sore like that before. It was so weird.
I have had my arms hurt like that before.
Well, I mean, you've done rock climbing and stuff. I don't, so.
So I think that's why I was a little bit more comfortable with lifting myself up. Granted, I have the grace and elegance of a baby giraffe.
Oh, fuck off. You did great.
No.
Yes, you did.
You did good too, though. Like, I was very, like, proud of, like, when we were, like, doing, like, the, like, kicks to, like, go up. Like, you looked very good doing that.
Well, thank you. I know I need to, like, because I am a bigger woman, and all my life, I don't trust equipment. Like, I've never had, like, really a fear of falling or a fear of anything like that. I have a fear of equipment breaking and not being able to hold me, even though I know I'm not like the heaviest person in the world. It's just kind of that, you know, you grow up a bigger girl, everyone's always like, be careful, you might be a little too heavy for that,
which is a stupid comment.
Anyway, it is what it is. So like, and even just holding myself up is, I feel like that's why I would love to go back and actually do a beginner course, just to get used to actually holding myself up and doing the movements. Because a lot of them I just kind of like, my feet off the ground for like a second and then just spun.
Yeah, but that's like the like learning process.
True, yeah. But see, that's also where my ADHD perfectionism comes in, and I'm like, I do something for the first time and I want to be perfect at it.
Yes, I also agree with that.
Right.
My hubris tends to get in the way.
Yeah. Now, mind you, like, I've done burlesque classes and stuff before, so the dancing portion of it I was comfortable with, and it was really fun to kind of get back into that. Like, one of the things I love the most about doing a burlesque class and doing like a pole dancing class or something like that is strictly just like, you don't have to do those kind of things because you want to be a sexual person or because you want to be sexy or do whatever. A lot of people find discomfort in being sexy, but I find at the same time pushing yourself in those aspects, and whether you want to do it like to boost that confidence or whatever, just forcing yourself out of that comfort zone a little bit does bring a different level of confidence. Like, when I did my burlesque class, I loved it. It was so much fun. Anybody locally, Kaylicious, she's the teacher. She's amazing. If you have the chance to go to a class from her, I highly recommend you do. She's wonderful. And I loved it. It was great. I never really saw myself enjoying it as much as I did, and it wasn't for anybody else. It was strictly just for me. I got to have fun and feel safe and comfortable in my own body. The class that I was with and the environment I was in obviously helped greatly with that. But like, at the end of it, I had Kay come up to me and be like, she had people out of the crowd come up and be like, because obviously we were in bras and stuff, and they're like, the girl in the purple bra in the front, she was fantastic. And I was like, Okay, thank you. I almost died that entire performance, but like it it was a confidence boost thing, and doing that class did help me just be able to carry myself with a little bit more confidence, even being a bigger woman. And that's what I love about pole dancing classes or like anything like that, that like inherently has a deviant or even like, I hate using the word, but like a whorish connotation to it. And people just being like, no, I'm fucking strong as shit to be here swinging myself around on this pole. And like the elegance that some women carry themselves, or anybody, like not even just women, like I've seen men do pole dancing and stuff too. And like, whoa, it's mind blowing. I love it.
It really is. And the thing that you have to like keep in mind with any of these kind of things is that it really is not like, it's only sexual if you make it sexual.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Like, because it is an art form. Burlesque and pole dancing and aerial arts, all of that is not meant to be taken that way unless it has been explicitly said, like, I am doing this performance to, for lack of better words, entice you.
Yeah.
The rest of it is to show the form of the body and celebrate the movement that we're able to do with it.
Yeah.
And like, I am so glad that we got to experience that part of it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Because otherwise, like you learn a lot by doing. You really do.
Oh my god. Yeah, we haven't been back since, but the weather's been kind of shitty in winter, you know, all that fun stuff. But I actually have a friend of mine, Sarah, that wants to come with us when we go again. So I was actually just talking to her about it because she had gone to a few emo nights before. So I had messaged her to see if she was going to the one that we just went to. She obviously wasn't able to make it, but I told her that hopefully in the spring or something we're going to plan to go again, and we'll get her to come with us for sure.
Because it is something I would like to do again.
Oh, 100%.
At least a couple times.
Yeah, not even because I know the way that the classes work at the studio we've been going to, which is Unleashed Studio here in Halifax. You can just do the drop-in classes, or there's like 4 weeks worth of classes that you can do, kind of thing. Which I definitely would want to go back to a beginner course and kind of learn the basics.
Yeah.
But although I say that, but I'm also one that is like, if I'm going to learn something, just throw me into it and I'll figure it out along the way.
Which I respect your ability to do that.
It's one of those things where even with my job, like there's been a few things where they're like, oh, well, we're going to think of like training you in this or like whatever. And like, how do you want to go about it? I'm like, I either need specific details or I do it and you tell me where I fucked up and I fix it next time. Like that, those are my ways of learning. Is you either need to lay it out flat for me, here's what I need to do, you show me hands-on how I'm supposed to do it, or I do it, you review it, you tell me where I fucked up, I make the note, I fix it, I do it again, and just that back and forth of you give me feedback and I fix it. Because I'm not one where somebody can just be like, this is the job, do it. No.
I can't stand any. Good for you if you are able to do that. However, my neurospicy ass needs instruction.
Yeah. Like, I guess in a sense I can kind of do it. It depends on the context, where like if somebody's like, here's the job, go do it, and then I do it and they're like, okay, no, here's where you messed up, then it's like, okay, that I can kind of figure out, but I need some sort of rough outline.
You see, I don't like it when people tell me to do a job and then tell me what I essentially fucked up on afterward because you didn't give me the...
Well, yeah, and see, that is the thing that I've learned through my job experience is I set that line. It's like, I'll do it, but if I've done something wrong, that's not my fault because you didn't tell me what to do. But I will fix it if I've done it wrong. 100%.
Yeah. Like, I can, like, say that, like, with, like, baking, if you were to like throw me into that kind of stuff, that's fine because I've been doing that for long enough that like it doesn't really register as like something that I have to think about.
Yeah.
But when it comes to things like jobs and like new activities, if I'm gonna do it, I want to do it well.
Yeah, 100%.
So I need some instruction, which we did get instruction on how to do things.
Yeah.
When she realized that it was our first class, because it was kind of obvious, but she did ask just to make sure.
Yeah.
There was like one other girl, the one that I ended up talking to with like the braids and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
She was also new to it, but we after like the teacher had like been like, "You guys are new." Like she did it in a very polite way.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah, no."
It wasn't in like a shunful way. It was just like you're new. I'm gonna explain this a little bit more to you,
it's like,
so you know
welcome
what we're
to the
talking
art
about.
form kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let's get you comfortable because we did kind of look like fish out of water.
A little bit. Yeah. I feel like, for the first like 20 minutes or so, probably we were a little bit of fish out of water. But then, so she had done up like a little. It was about like a minute and a half, 2 minutes of a routine, and we just kind of worked our way through it. And I feel like after the second way through, we were kind of starting to get our bearings, and it was great because she would be like, okay, we're going to do this move. And I don't even remember the name of it. And then she'd like look at Kira and I and we'd be like, huh? And she would demonstrate it. And we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like, just like, I like know what certain things are, but I don't know what the name of them is.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like the like visual aspect of doing things comes in. I'm like, okay. Oh yeah, so
the spinning with the leg up, not the leg down.
yeah,
Okay.
Like, we're firemanning it. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Yeah, we did kind of just end up coming up with our own names halfway through it.
Well, no, a fireman is actually.
Was that actually what it was called?
That's actually one of the names.
Okay.
the one that I retained. But yeah. Just a heads up, if you do ever do pole dancing, which I highly recommend because it was fun as shit.
Yes.
Bring knee pads.
Yes.
Because when I tell you that from my knee until the bottom of my shin, because I'm a very clumsy individual, were ripped up, like skin peeling. I had like remembered to like shave my legs beforehand, so like at least like I didn't have like ripped out hair.
Yeah, they sent me a picture the next day, and I was like, how? I didn't have a single bruise.
I bruise very easily. I am mainly bone, so.
True.
Although since then I have built like a little bit more muscle, so maybe it won't be as painful.
Yeah, we should try to plan a time to go again here soon because that would be fun.
Yeah.
But our director is being very distracting today.
Emily got our director a laser pointer and got them all hopped up.
Yeah, she kind of goes a little psycho for it. Like, I knew she would enjoy it, but oh boy, I did not think to the extent that she does. Like, as soon as you pick it up, she starts screaming at you until that little red dot appears.
No, you don't get to eat that. That's
She's
mine.
chomping.
That's mine. Stop it.
She's currently laying on Kira's iPad, chomping at stickers.
Oh, she's sweet but a psycho. Don't you? Hey.
Kokomi.
Give me that.
Oh, she's a little devil.
I love you, but no.
Hey,
what are you?
We also, I won't go into a whole lot of detail on it because if we ever do go through with it, we want it to be a bit of a surprise. Kokomi, stop being a dick. The entire time we were driving to pole dancing class, we may have
thought of routine.
Low-key planned an entire routine that we got very ambitious about, and then we realized we may have to step this down until we've practiced a little bit more. I might have to quarantine my cat here in a moment because she is poking at everything near Kira and not leaving them alone.
I love you, but you need to stop. Okay.
What a little demon. Am I talking about Kira or Coco? Who knows?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
Yeah, no, we thought of like a really in-depth routine. But I think it will be fun if we ever attempt it.
I think We will. I feel like I
I
just
feel
need to go to Spencer's and buy a pole and just set it up in my own home, and then we practice.
just before every recording, like we just do like a little like
I mean, hey, that'd be great. There's some more bonus content for you.
how do you get pumped up for your podcast? Oh, I dance on a pole.
Yeah, do some pole dancing. Also, I don't think, because I think we created it after we recorded our last few episodes. We do have a Patreon now.
Oh.
It is $2 a month. There's not a whole lot of content on there currently. We're bad at making content for our own things.
I'm bad at making personal content.
Oh,
I just
ditto.
realized last night while I was trying to go to sleep that I have not worked on the webcomic in like 6 months.
Oh my god. Didn't you plan to try to have that done for the new year?
For like this year, yeah.
We're such good content creators.
I have the roughs.
Okay.
I just need to line and color and text and shade and then upload.
Just a few things, you know.
I've been very distracted recently.
Yeah, okay. By 8 Korean men.
And other things. There's a new Spider-Man movie coming out, okay?
There's a new Spider-Man movie coming out?
Yeah, it's coming out in June. It's the second Into the Spider-Verse. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get nerdy for a minute. And it looks so good.
Hell
I watched
yeah.
the preview for the trailer as soon as it came out because they did a premiere for it.
Oh,
and
hell yeah.
When I say I got like the ASMR tingles, I was like, whoa. And Jenna's gonna go with me, and she's gonna put up with the fact that I'm going to show up in my Spider-Sona
Hell yeah.
thing.
Love
So,
that.
yeah.
That is fucking wonderful. She asked me again last night if I would go to the Super Mario movie with her, and I told her no. I will not. I was like, if you pay my way, maybe. And she's like, okay. I was like, oh god, okay, now I'm gonna have to go to a fucking stupid Super Mario movie. It's gonna be so stupid.
I mean, maybe I don't know how to say this.
No.
Because I heard like the Sonic movie wasn't that bad.
The Sonic movie wasn't that bad, but also they have Chris Pratt voicing Mario. Yeah, let that sink in.
I mean, I already knew that, but like,
right?
I think that
But like, no, I'm sorry. I love Chris Pratt as an actor, but like,
you gotta get someone that sounds remotely Italian to play Mario.
yeah, he just sounds like a fucking white boy now, and that's not what he is. It's stupid. I'm mad at it. But, oh well.
I got a job.
Yeah, I mean, well, to be honest, I mean, I don't
Okay,
think we have a whole lot more to talk about pole dancing wise, but
fair. But you know, like when you're like playing like Mario and like you get to like the end stage and like, there's the flagpole.
Mario pole dancing. It all comes full circle, folks.
And that's where the coins come from. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Mario's
Somebody
a stripper.
better come get her.
He's
She's
dancing like a stripper.
Hey,
Hey, somebody come get her.
her.
He's dancing like a stripper. Hey. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay.
Ooh, wee bubba.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
I think like it's one of like the like because like it was like a, at least for me, a bucket list item kind of thing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, me too.
I think it's good that like we like kind of like started like the trend of doing that
Mm-hmm.
last year, because like in, like this year hopefully we'll have a lot of firsts and a lot of bucket list type things, and I have added that routine to our or at least my bucket list.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, it's the obviously like the downside of it is it's not, unless we did go to like Spencer's or something and buy a pole to put up in our own home, it's not something we can really practice outside of actually going to a class. What are you giggling at?
just anytime we see like a telephone pole, just dude.
Every day at work when I'm working on like communication lines, just oh, here's a communication line pole. I'm just gonna do a little practice.
I mean, if the structure was like different on like my loft bed,
Oh my god.
just swing around the bottom of my.
Oh my god. I could imagine like us gonna be hanging out, and I'm like, okay, Kira, I'm coming over, and you're just swinging around the bottom of your bed. I have a lamp. It's very skinny and would not hold me up, but it wouldn't hold anybody up. I don't think Coco could swing herself around that.
No.
Who knows? Maybe we'll find one at Value Village. We can buy an old stripper pole. Hey, I wonder what happened to the ones that were at the Dome.
That is a.
I wonder if my apartment would allow me to install a stripper pole. I shouldn't call it a stripper pole because that's not what they're solely meant for. But I wonder if my apartment will be okay with me installing a pole in my apartment.
Because like there are ones that you can get that don't like latch into the ceiling. It's pressure based.
True.
So
I think those are the ones that are at Spencer's. They're almost like a tension rod, and you just kind of like. But although one of my
like right in the center.
Right? Yeah, it'd be perfect. I have lots of room for activities here.
Wonder what that's like.
I mean, you are living in a bachelor apartment.
I love my bachelor apartment. Don't get me wrong.
Your apartment is a fucking vibe. I do love it.
Although, like, can you imagine me like trying to like put a pole in there? I don't think there's a tall enough pole.
No, Kira has like 12, 15 foot ceiling in your garage turned apartment.
Yeah. It's great. I never feel like I'm gonna hit my head. Not that that's
even on your loft bed.
Yeah, no, I can stand up on my loft bed and my head doesn't hit the ceiling.
That's wonderful.
I know. And
for
record, the loft bed is 6 feet tall, and I'm 5'3".
Damn.
So.
Yeah.
We know it's at least 11 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you can touch the ceiling because you put.
Oh yeah, I can touch it, but like my arm is like extended like that.
Yeah, so I'd say it's a good 12-foot ceiling.
Yeah.
At that point.
So.
But the biggest thing that concerned me, which again is kind of feeds into my fear of equipment failing, while we were doing our pole dancing, every once in a while, I would have to stop and like pull the pole back into the middle because it would start to like slide and as if it was going to pop out. So that made me a little nervous. But
yeah. And I think that was just because it wasn't properly tightened. Because we eventually did, like, put another pole up, didn't we? Or no?
No, basically, two of the other girls that were, like,
more advanced.
Consistent, yeah. Like, why can't I think of the word I'm trying to think of? Two women that were more seasoned dancers. Regulars. Thank you. I don't know why the fuck I couldn't think of that word. Brain is not braining today.
That's okay.
Two regulars that attend classes very frequently decided to share a pole, and because you moved up front to
which
one of the poles,
made me nervous.
But I mean, the entire place is coated in mirrors, so kind of everyone's up front.
True. I was having a weird time because, like, with mirrors, my god complex is that, like, I like, look at, like, them, like, any, reflective surface.
I check out my ass every time.
I'm not even, like, checking myself out. I'm just, like, I perceive myself. Okay, good. Like, I still exist.
I exist. I am here. I am present.
And so it's, like, that constantly. I'm, like, I'm like focus, Kira, but like perceive. No, yes, no, yes, no. I am the equivalent of when a cat recognizes itself in a mirror for the first time.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to fight it.
I'm like, huh? Who's this being?
Yeah, it would be nice to go again and kind of. On one hand, part of me is like, it'd be nice to go again and try that same routine that we had done before, so we can kind of see improvement. But
I'm not sure if there's like a way to guarantee that the routine would be the same.
Well, I don't know. It's been so long, right, since we've been there. I don't think they stick to the same routine all the time. But if we did like sign up for like the 4 weeks of classes, I feel like they would stick to the same thing. So maybe we'll have to look at doing that. But I do like that I think when I was looking it up, even their even their class, like any of their classes are basically drop-in classes that you can just kind of go and check it out.
Also, like, their pricing is very affordable.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Like, I did not expect to learn how to pole dance for that cheap.
Yeah. Like, I guess if anybody in the area is interested, it was, what, $20 for the drop-in class?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then even for, I think it was either for the 4 weeks or it was like a five session punch card was like $80-something we had looked at.
Yeah.
Which is, like, phenomenal.
Yeah. I know, like, it's like an hour long, or like at least like the drop-in when we went to was an hour long.
Yeah. I don't think I could do it for much longer than an hour at a time.
Oh, no. Definitely not.
I'd be exhausted. Oh my god.
I don't have that much stamina.
No, me neither. But yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to go back now, especially because since we've gone, we've been a little more gym consistent. Not so much recently for myself, but you've been sticking to it, which I'm proud of you for.
Yeah.
You've been hitting that gym, working on your fitness.
3 times a week.
Hell yeah.
I was kind of regretting it yesterday, though, because I was like, I was going to go on Friday, but, like, I had so much going on Friday.
Fair.
So I'm like, okay, I'll just go on Saturday. And then, like, waking up after emo night, I'm like,
proud of you, though. You got her done.
yeah.
Although, oh god, I need to stop yawning. Although you did have to deal with shitty people.
Well, I mean, like,
gym bros.
It's not even like them like being shitty, I guess. I mean, like, you can use whatever machine you want, and you can use it for
hog it for hours.
I know. I was in there for an hour, and they were on there when I started, and like I like run for like 10 minutes at the beginning, and they were on it when I started, and then I did like my whole routine. I added in extra things that I normally don't do because I was waiting, and like I'm too chicken shit to tell people, especially like when like they're definitely gym bros. Like, their bicep was the size of my head, so I was a little intimidated.
I should have been there. I would have fought him.
I know you would have. So like that was kind of so I didn't get to do that part of my routine, which I was kind of fucked off about. But
I try not, like, I understand. On one hand, I get it. Like, you have your routine you want to do. That's great. But, like, get it done and get the fuck off the machine. Like, you're not there to hog it forever. And
like, I spend like except for the treadmill.
Yeah.
But I spend max 5 minutes on each machine.
And even treadmill wise, there's always a million at every gym. So like there's going to be others that are open. So if you do an hour walk, that's fine. Or an hour whatever. But if there's one machine in the entire gym and it's like a busy gym, don't hog it for that long.
Yeah. Like,
little etiquette here, folks.
Cause like I'm not gonna lie, I watched him a little bit just to like see what the fuck. Cause I know like not everyone like goes like. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I don't really take much rests in between.
Right. Yeah.
So it was like I like do like 3 rep sets or whatever you want to fucking call them. So like I was like watching him, and like first, you know, he did, because like it was mainly the tricep extension because that's my jam. So like he's doing it and he does like both arms at the same time, and then this guy, which I mean like power to you, but he starts doing each arm individually on the tri rep, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not how you use the machine. That's a good way to get hurt.
Yeah.
Cause like. Not that like to me it's not that heavy. No. Even though I slowly like up my weight and whatever, but like you're gonna hurt yourself. Yeah. I feel like you're gonna hurt yourself. And like him and his buddy would like switch off like every 5 minutes. I'm like, that's cool. But they were doing like, one was doing bilat and the other one was doing tricep, and I do both of those machines.
Right. So they were just hogging everything for you.
Yeah.
Okay, but like at the same time, there's that, and I know there might be some people that argue this fact of like, oh, well, it takes you a while. We had 3 of us rotating through one machine at a time, and we still weren't on it for more than 20 minutes. Like we had me, you, and Zach all rotating through doing one workout on one machine.
Yeah.
And we did 3 sets each, and we still weren't there for more than 20 minutes.
Yeah. Like, this is something that, like, because, like, let's say, like, I'm doing the, like, tricep extension.
Yeah.
I do, a set of 15 per thing, like, for, like, 3 rounds, and then I go and, like, drop it to, like, 10 because I up my weight.
Right.
Exponentially. So, like, that altogether, so, like, I do essentially, like, 5 rounds. Sometimes I do 6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on there for a max of 5 minutes.
Yeah. Get your shit done and get out. There's other people that would like to use this equipment. Be a little...
Like, you can always come back to the
empathetic.
machine later if you want. Like, come back to it.
Also, generally for your body, it's not good to do the same workout for an hour on one part of your body. Switch it up a little. You can still work that one body doing a different exercise.
You
or that
spent
one
10
part.
minutes on that one arm. Just, like...
It must be his... Never mind.
Emily!
You gotta even him out, you know? Maybe he gets the other one worked out at home. You were thinking it.
Kumbaya, my lord!
Shit.
I'm gonna cry.
I would have just said that to him. Be like, look, buddy, just switch it up at home. You'll get that one worked out fine. Get her gone. Get off the machine. This is what you don't have to deal with at pole dancing class. Gym bros.
I would love to see a gym, because, like, maybe a gym bro could do it, but I also know that, typically speaking, and I am generalizing here, gym bros kind of view pole dancing not as, like, exercise and as an art form, which, again, could be wrong.
I feel like this episode has turned more into just talking about fitness in general, which I'm A-okay with. That's fucking wonderful. Because this was one thing, my coworker that I was training with, we got on this conversation because he started watching this show. I believe it's based in Korea or something, but it's like a strongest person thing, challenge kind of thing.
Okay.
And it's one of the biggest things that I absolutely love, because there is a difference between functional muscularity and vanity muscularity.
Yes.
Being toned and looking ripped as shit does not mean you're strong as shit.
It also doesn't mean that you're healthy.
Exactly. But he was saying it was funny because so it's the show where there's these different challenges and things like that, and it has people from, like, all walks of life. Like, there was bodybuilders on there was a farmer on there was women, like, it had everybody. And he was like, there were these big buff built bodybuilders that win, like, contests and stuff that couldn't last, like, 2 seconds in some of these challenges, and this fucking farmer guy
Hell yeah.
was winning it. It's like, yeah, because he functionally uses those muscles every day at his job. And, like, these different, like, he was saying one of them was the Atlas challenge. So it was holding a ball, like, kneeling down and holding this giant ball on the back of their shoulders. And he was like, yeah, like, these big bodybuilder guys were, like, dripping in sweat after, like, 30 seconds. And there were these other people that you wouldn't expect it, like these guys with bigger bellies and stuff like that. I'm like, because, again,
They have a sturdier core. They probably have worked on that more.
As a bigger woman, your muscles are under your fat. Just because you have fat on your body doesn't mean you're not muscular, which is something that I've struggled with because, you know,
you're hella muscular.
People
babe.
see me as chunky and they think, oh, she's not strong. I've had guys at my work be like, oh, careful lifting those pylons. They're kind of heavy. I'm like,
what's a pylon?
Yeah.
A baby could lift a pylon.
Yeah. Anyway. So, but
I'm heated now. What the
right? But it's things like that it's like, I love watching those shows because it just shows you that just because you physically look ripped as shit doesn't mean those muscles are functional.
Exactly. And I think we really have to get over the idea that muscles equal healthy. I mean, you can be healthy and have muscles.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
But
being ripped and, like, having abs doesn't mean that you're healthy.
Yeah. I've come across like these like TikToks a lot that like are like there's this one guy that like talks about this kind of stuff, and he used to be a bodybuilder, and like now he mainly does like fitness coaching.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And like he's like really like chill about it, and he's like he's open about like what he went through, and when he was bodybuilding, he was essentially the sickest he's ever been because of the like calorie restriction.
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say.
I'm like, I don't understand why someone would.
They put themselves through so much.
They do.
Yeah.
And like, while I understand that in itself bodybuilding is technically an art form as well.
Yeah.
And like it's a performance bit.
Yeah.
And like I understand being dedicated to your craft and stuff. But also I respect wholeheartedly people who are strong but still take care of what they need and like nourish their body properly.
Yeah. Well, that was funny enough that you say that, because Alicia, I feel like I always pronounce her last name wrong, McCarville, the wonderful lady from Spryfield here in HRM that has blown up on TikTok. She's absolutely wonderful. That was a big thing that she used to always talk about, is she is a bigger woman as well, but she used to be like a I think it was a bikini like bodybuilder competition. Like she's done all that, and she's spoken on the fact that like she was the least healthiest in that stage of her life, and like even though she's bigger now, she's healthy. Like she goes to the gym, she moves her body because she loves to, and she has fun with it, and like she eats well. Like her husband Scott, if any of you are familiar with them on Instagram and stuff, and like he's fucking brick shit house. Like he's bodybuilder, goes to the gym, huge muscles and everything. And of course, because she's a bigger girl, she gets that slack of like, oh, he deserves better. It's like, fuck off. She's just as healthy as he is.
Yeah.
Just because her muscles aren't as toned and defined as his doesn't mean that she's any less healthy than he is. And like also being on that side of the spectrum of like I said, I'm a bigger girl, but I am stronger than a lot of people that I know in my life.
You are.
Because
I feel like you could easily do reps with me. Like you just you hold me like a log and just
I pick things up and put them down. What can I say? Like
flip it and reverse it.
Yeah. How's that? I can't remember how the rest of it goes.
I can't remember how it goes.
But also because like growing up, I fucking hated doing cardio.
Cardio sucks.
Yeah. But like I loved, even when I was younger, because of the sports and stuff that I did, I just was kind of strong, so I just kept rolling with it, and I pick things up and put them down real good, you know? So
yeah,
it is what it
like,
is.
I do like I think that like if like the whole like vanity muscles thing makes you feel good about yourself, then that's fine. I would really appreciate if y'all just remember to take care of your body. And like, I know I'm being like kind of preachy here, but like I generally don't want anyone to get hurt or require hospital treatment because of
they're going for the vanity.
Like I completely understand the whole body dysmorphia thing and wanting to look a certain way, and that comes with a lot of damage.
I just want, I agree with you. Everyone take care of yourselves, and just
as long as you're not hurting yourself while doing it.
Yeah, and I would just love, because it's what I've personally dealt with most of my life, is that we stop equating having abs and being ripped to being strong or being healthy. I can have some fat on my body and still be just as healthy as anybody else in the room.
Exactly.
Like, that's where I'm like, can we just fuck off?
I firmly believe a lot of my, for lack of better words, bigger friends are so much healthier than me because they actually, I do eat, I swear. I promise I do.
Fucking better.
I eat quite a bit.
You actually make yourself some very delicious looking food. You send it in the group chat very often.
I eat like 6 times a day. I eat a lot of food.
Wonderful.
But I still like feel like you guys are healthier because of how you treat your body and stuff. And I hope to be able to be like, okay, like I can do that too, because like I I do take care of my body. It's just getting used to taking care of my body.
Yeah.
Because
It's definitely, it's a process for sure. Like
yeah.
I do my best. I definitely could do better for my body, but like, yeah, it's just one of those things where you just kind of gotta prioritize it to however you feel you need to and roll with it. Like I definitely eat. I've taken better care of my body in the last year and a half. We've discussed this numerous times when I've stopped weighing myself. And Alicia, God love her, she was a big influence in that because I was part of, you know, the group of people that was introduced to her through TikTok and everything. And, you know, her having that open discussion and saying, you know, I don't weigh myself, I don't do this, like I move my body because I want to and I enjoy doing it, was a big trigger for me in saying, you know what, I have a very unhealthy relationship with the scale. I'm going to stop weighing myself. I've moved my body more. I've lost more weight since I've done that because, and I only know that because like clothing is fitting me better and things like that. But it is that, like I stopped that horrible cycle of I wanted to do things because I wanted to see it on the scale, but then I wouldn't see it on the scale. So then I would give up on doing things that I enjoyed doing just because I like doing them because it wouldn't, at the end of the day, help me on the scale at all.
Yeah.
So now it's like, no, I go paddleboarding, I go pole dancing, I go to the gym, I go do whatever the fuck I want to do just because I genuinely enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
And not because I want to see it on the scale. And here we are.
In the same breath, I have a fast metabolism. I always have. So it's been harder to keep weight on. So and it's from like different sides of like the spectrum here.
Oh yeah, I've had this conversation with a few friends where like just because I'm bigger doesn't mean I'm any healthier or unhealthier than somebody else, but just because you're naturally smaller doesn't mean you're healthier or unhealthier than anybody else either. Like there's issues on both ends, right?
And like within like the past year, especially like when we like first started doing the gym thing and stuff, that definitely kind of like put it more of like, okay, like I feel good when I do this and it's moving my body is helping me maintain and almost gain weight, which is something that I was really proud of.
Yeah, that's
like,
awesome.
Being small isn't as challenging as other things, but it's like it's when you get winded walking up a hill when like you're like skin and bones, it's like that's kind of that's exactly. A little weird.
yeah So and I mean wrapping it back around, I guess that's one of the things that I fucking blows my mind and I love, because there is that bit of like prejudgment that we all by default do of, you know, you go to something like pole dancing or aerials or something like that and you see people that are like, you know, slimmer or like whatever, but you don't see that muscle and you're like, okay, cool, and then you see them like flinging themselves around on the poles and like or in the air and you're like, oh my god, the strength that body contains. It is fascinating. Which is so cool.
The difference between vanity muscles and functional muscles.
Yeah, 100%.
It's all full circle.
Yeah, full circle, baby.
Those muscles that hide. I'm like, how you do that?
That's where I'm.
Where'd that come from?
I used to always see the people being like, oh, post pump, whatever. And I'm like, there's not that big of a difference. But then like that, you go to a pole dancing class and you see somebody before and then you see after. And there's the way that like, it's kind of weird but cool how much your muscles will like kind of swell and like pump up when you're using them.
Is that why they say you get swole?
You get swole because you're just pumping up. Go and get swole.
I'm learning.
But it's crazy to see fucking
people's deltoids being bigger than my head. I'm like, what
holy shit.
So my God. It used to be the size of a cookie and now it's like, what? How you do that?
Now it's like you could crush me between your delts. I'm like, what the fuck?
Please.
I also, since we're talking about fitness things, this will definitely go on the Patreon. But in the spring / when it gets a little bit nicer weather, because we're still getting kind of some wintry digits for weather, Kira and I are going to attempt to do the like watermelon
Oh,
thing.
I forgot that we talked about that. I was like, oh, we're doing what?
Just the pure look of concern that continued to grow on their face as I was explaining that. Yes, I'm going to attempt to squash a watermelon between my thighs.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah. What was the other? There was some other fruit that we had discussed. But was it between the biceps or something? There was some other challenge like that. I think we discussed at Jen's.
Did we talk about like being able to like crack an apple that way?
Oh yeah, wasn't it just with your like thumbs in your
Yes.
hands? That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, that would be wild.
I feel like I could do that. I know that for a fact the watermelon ain't happening.
We can get you a little one.
I do not have thighs of thunder, and they don't make much rain.
But yeah, no, it's one of those things where like I think on one hand I think it's stupid, but then also I just want to know if I can do it.
I full-heartedly believe you could do it.
I don't know if I can. Although I say that, but also on that machine at the gym, I'm at minimum like 100 pounds.
Yeah. Like, dude, I've seen you.
Jenna said she's gonna show up with her face painted like a watermelon.
I love you so much, Jenna.
I died when she told me that last night.
I might be able to do a mango.
No, now see, the real test would be a pumpkin.
Well, okay,
That would be
'cause, like,
really fucking hard to do, though.
my theory though is that like pumpkins and watermelons have the same kind of rind structure.
Yes.
So it's possible. It's just that like in theory a pumpkin has a bit more of a center core rather than a watermelon.
True.
However, pumpkin's a little bit more hollow. So
part of me also feels bad about wasting a watermelon, but at the same time, I don't feel like any of our friend group would be concerned about eating a watermelon I just crushed with my thighs. So.
I feel like it would be an honor.
Oh god.
We get a picnic blanket, right? We get a picnic blanket and go to a lovely field.
Time to
We'll
eat the
have
watermelon.
We'll have champagne and a charcuterie board and a watermelon. We'll have Danny, Lainey, Jenna, me, you, anyone else that would want to come.
The worst part is I get like fucking performance anxiety. So it's gonna be fucking, I'm gonna be sitting there and y'all are just gonna be like watching me and I'm gonna be like, no, I don't wanna do it.
If it makes you feel better, I'll turn around and I won't look. I know Jenna's gonna stare.
Yeah.
There ain't no way she's looking away,
No.
so you're gonna have to deal with that.
Nah, it's fine.
But I feel like you're kind of used to.
Yeah. I'll just drink.
She just looks at you lovingly in everything that you do, and it's fucking fantastic.
Nah.
Yes, she does.
Nah.
Dude, I've been a third party to this. I am the third wheel. I see things, okay? Anyway.
I saw a fucking, and that's a
Is there a meme you have to show me later?
kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay, moral of the story. Don't be dicks at the gym. Don't worry about the vanity side of shit. Just be healthy, live your life.
Yes.
And try pole dancing because it's really fucking fun.
It is.
If you want to come with us sometime, give us a shout.
Yeah.
We're down.
We're down. Knee pads.
Knee
Important
pads. I
for
need to get knee
many
pads before we go again.
Yeah.
100%.
We're gonna have to start off at Canadian Tire.
Yeah.
Or
Time to
Sport
go
Check.
shopping.
Ooh. Oh god, we're going shopping again.
Okay, that's all for today.
Bye. Bye.
Hey y'all, we just wanted to pop back in here at the end of the episode and thank you again for listening and let you know where you can find us.
You can find me, Kira, on all social platforms under the name Fish Antlers. I also have an online store. Maybe check it out. It's also called Fish Antlers.
And you can find me, Emily, on all social media platforms under Lil Halfling for my personal account or Seymour Snaps for some photography stuff that is mentioned in quite a few of our episodes. But it's fun to do.
For more Gremlins by Nature, we are on all socials at Gremlins by Nature. We'd love to hear from you guys, so tag us or hashtag the GBN Pod or Gremlins by Nature and let us know what you want to hear us talk about.
Or if you have any additional stories or information on things we've already talked about, we want to hear about that too.
You can listen to our episodes every second Friday anywhere you can listen to podcasts. And if you can't find us where you normally listen, let us know and we'll add ourselves there.
Thanks all. Bye.